If you ever stepped foot in a Ghanaian senior high school, you would know that Shito is currency.
Ever wonder how a sauce can hold a whole culture in a spoonful? Shito isn't just pepper. It is Ghana's spicy love letter to the world. I remember thinking Shito took forever to make. And that was because the prep time was so long, as well as the cook time, because it'll have to stay on fire for a very long time for it to get cooked. Now, I grew up with my grandmother. So when I say prep time was very long, my grandmother was the typical traditional Ghanaian Ewe woman who preferred her spices and ingredients to be grinded on the grinding stone or pounded in a mortar and a pestle rather than using the blender. But using a blender and other electronic kitchen gadgets, prep time has become way simpler than it was back in the days. Cook time for Shito has still remained the same, especially if done in mass productions. Shito is not rushed. It simmers, it waits while it transforms. It has to be slow cooked.
Made from slow cooked peppers, onions, garlic, ginger, optional tomato paste, shrimp, and fish powder, Shito is that one condiment that refuses to be quiet. It is dark, rich, smoky, and unapologetically fiery. Shito is one condiment that doesn't just sit on the side of your plate. It announces itself.
Making Shito isn't just about making any black sauce. It's not just food. Shito was born out of survival, preservation, and innovation. It was a way to preserve food long before the idea of refrigeration came to the people of Ghana. And it turned into a national treasure that is enjoyed internationally these days.
For Ghanaians abroad, Shito is home in a spoon. For foreigners, it is a fiery introduction to West African boldness. Everyone has got their own recipe for making Shito, and everybody has got their own twist to it. There's no one way for making Shito. But ask anyone who grew up with it, and they'll tell you, no innovation beats the one your grandmother made in an old aluminium pot. And then there comes the true spice warriors. The ones who don't just eat Shito, they challenge it. For them, the heat must bite. It must linger and make the nose run just a little. They want that extra kick, the kind of Shito that clears the sinuses, wakes the ancestors, and reminds you that pleasure and pain can share the same spoon. I am one of them. Shito always takes me down memory lane. If you ever stepped foot in a Ghanaian senior high school, you would know that Shito is currency. Students pack it from home like it's in a gold jar. One bottle of Shito can unite a whole dorm or even start a war.
Shito does not discriminate. It is one sauce that is incredibly versatile. It sits elegantly beside foods like wache, jollof, kenkey, banku, fried yam, plantain dishes, any Ghanaian food you can think of.
One taste and you know that this isn't ordinary pepper. This is memory. This is home. This is identity in a jar.
A Ghanaian identity and signature on the world's palette. A legacy that is alive, evolving, and unforgettable.